What's up, everybody? Emceemur here. Welcome back to the channel, and once again it's time for another fantabulous product review. And man, I was lucky to get this thing, I think. The PowerA wired gaming headset, the Shadow, official Crash Team Racing Signature Series model. Man, you know, I am just a sucker for these things, you know, whatever it is. If it's got any kind of game branding, if it's a special edition, I just have to have it. I wasn't even in the market for a new headset right now, but here's this, and I have a feeling you won't be able to get it later. It just doesn't seem like something that's in real plentiful supply right now. I want to compare this to what I'm currently using, and I want to just overall review this for you and let you know what you've got here, because it's very affordable. We need to look at some of the specifications, compare it. Most importantly, we want to unbox it and take a look at it, and I want to tell you how the sound compares to what I've been currently running here in the Mur Cave. So, kind of neat. Let's get this thing open and let's take a look at it. So here it is, the PowerA wired gaming headset, the Crash Team Racing Nitro-fueled Shadow model. I'm sorry, that's just really cool. Even if I don't end up using it, it's really cool, but the question is this for you? We got to see how it does perform. I mean, it's priced pretty well, I will say. So, you know, I'm happy to put this on the shelf, but will I use it? Let's find out. We're going to open this thing up. Again, we will go over specifications. We'll look at what I have been using currently, and we'll talk more about that. Let's get it open. Not shabby. So we've got a 42-inch audio cable. All right. So she looks pretty sharp, all right? We've got the goofy crash head right there. On both sides. Kind of a carbon fiber look and texture to the detailing. You got your mute button right there. That's kind of neat to have. Really do like that. Go ahead and connect our mic there. You got the noise eliminating cups there for the ears. And I really like the detail here, and this goes hand in hand with the matching controller that we got. And if you haven't seen the matching controller review, I will put a link to it right here so that you can check that out if you missed it. We got that, but you got this matte black finish with a gloss black detail of some of your favorite Crash icons from the game. That's just really neat. It's a good looking unit. The only question is, how does it perform? And we're going to answer that question right now. An important detail to note here is the volume control, cleverly disguised in the end cap of the ear cup. I mean, that's absolutely phenomenal. I really like that. I'm really digging this design, man. So I'm trying this out on CTR just for kicks, even though I know its performance on an FPS is a better measure of the quality, but I can hear depth and detail in the game sound here. It isn't as loud at max volume as I would have liked, but you know, keeping price point and features in mind, this still seems okay for what it is. The sound is a little less sharp than the headset I normally use, which is the HyperX Cloud 2. The Cloud 2 has a 53mm driver as opposed to the more run-of-the-mill 50mm ones in the Shadow, so that probably has a lot to do with it. In comparing and contrasting these two, it's also important to consider the Cloud 2's retail price is more than double the price of this PowerA.
I switch it up to an FPS, and the differences in these are pretty much still the same. My mic is operational and no one's telling me to mute myself, so that's a good sign. But I will need to test this in a lobby with friends to get additional feedback. Reviews I read on the original Shadow model were good in a lot of cases, but there were a few complaints of poor mic quality from people whose teammates claimed they sounded bad. But these randos here confirmed they could hear me and no one complained, so that's a good sign. The HyperX Cloud 2 is still superior to these in that it's 7.1 surround with more beef under the hood, but for double the money, that's to be expected. The question here was, what quality can we actually expect from a $39 headset, and so far, I think it's decent, all things considered. The onset controls are a big plus in my book. You can likely expect an update on the performance of this thing from me in the future.
So there you have it, the PowerA Crash Team Racing Nitro fueled Shadow wired headset. And I gotta tell you, I do like it. I like the onboard functions there. I didn't know it had that. The mute button, volume control, detachable mic, that really puts you in the driver's seat there with what it can do. Not all headsets have that on board for you now that they're all just plugging right into the controller the way they do. Not bad at all. So it's smaller drivers than the HyperX, so it's a little less pronounced, but I guess that's to be expected, right? It still had great depth as far as the sound goes. I could hear the footsteps, and that's important for, competitive multiplayer. It still had that depth there. So the only real question here is durability. How will this hold up over time? I'll let you know. There'll be updates on that if there's any issues or if there's not any issues. I'll let you know either way. If you watch the show, we had some issues with PowerA controllers, back when, but you also know that since then they've made good on that. And still a lot of people writing in about controller issues, and I'm sending them in the right direction. PowerA is willing to warranty all that stuff for as much as a year, I believe. So, they're willing to stand behind it. They're making enhanced versions of some of these things they're putting out. And then here they're getting some really cool licensing to make really cool signature editions of some of the products, which is something I really love to collect. I'm that guy. I'm the guy you sell all that to. This works on all current gen, mobile, PC, Mac. You can't really beat it. For the price is what's important. Again, maybe it's a little bit smaller driver than the HyperX, but 50mm is the norm, to be fair. And this is half the cost of the HyperX. So if you're in the market for a new headset and you want to just get in there, on something budget friendly, this isn't bad. I think I would recommend this as of right this second from what I've seen and from what I've heard. I hope this review helped you out and maybe answer some questions you had about this. But as always, I want to know what you think about everything that you saw here today. Do you have one of these things? Do you have a Shadow, but maybe not the Crash Team Racing model? Have you used one of these things? Do you want to use one of these things now that you've seen me use it? What other questions do you have for me? Let me know in the comment section of this video, because you know that I love getting a conversation going with you right here on the Emceemur Show. Hope that you like this video. Hope you're going to drop a like on this video. And most importantly, if you have not already done so, hope you're going to subscribe to the Emceemur Show. Be a part of Mer Nation. We're rising up all the fantastic things we do right here on the show. You need to be a part of. Make sure that you smack that notification bell so you are always the first to know when new content goes live. You know that I love making it for you. And you know that I love making these fantastic reviews. We get to check out new toys and just have all kinds of fun. So, something neat to see. I was happy to share this with you. Emceemur signing off for this fantabulous review. And I will see each and every one of you again next time. Mwah.